Share the Care is a local nonprofit that supports family caregivers in Central Florida in order to help them care for their loved ones and delay or eliminate the need for long-term residential care. Mary Ellen Philbin is here to tell us more. And Mary Ellen, thanks so much for being with us today, because so many times, we will talk about the patient, the elderly that are in need of care, but by the same token, gosh, the caregivers need that program as well. They need somewhere for care for them. So tell us about this program.
Well, thank you for having me. And yes, Share the Care is about supporting family caregivers. There are millions of family households in the United States where someone is being cared for. And the fact that someone is providing that care means that they're keeping the person at home and out of some more restrictive, much more expensive services, for example, skilled nursing care or nursing home care. So Share the Care is here to support the family caregiver by providing a variety of services depending on the family's circumstance, and to allow them to have a break or assistance in providing that care, and ultimately for them to be allowed to do it longer. Most people would choose to be at home if they had a choice of where to be cared for, and families want to make sure that people have that option, and we are here to provide opportunities of support so they can do so.
Now, as I was reading about this program, you also operate adult day centers.
Yes,
so is this where the person can kind of have a community situation for the caregiver to get that break?
Right. I often try to refer to it as assisted living without the nighttime. People who are caregivers, sometimes they still work and they need to have alternative care during the day. We're really familiar with that in terms of child care, but this is the same type of opportunity for elders or disabled adults to have a daytime caregiver in the adult day center, so that family members can have a break or go to work if that's the case.
Sure.
But we also provide in-home respite care for people that may be homebound or too disabled to go to adult daycare. We provide that to families in their home for short-term intervals. We also have short-term extended overnight care and assisted living if somebody needs a few days off. Say the caregiver has a health care need that needs to be dealt with, we can provide several days of time off in a residential facility for the person that's being cared for.
Right, so Share the Care really it covers a wide range of situations that the caregiver may find themselves in.
Absolutely, and every family is different. So it could be as simple as I need grab bars in my in the shower, and we can even provide that, to non-durable medical supplies like incontinence supplies, nutritive drinks, those type of things. We provide that. Environmental modification like ramps to get into your home. You may be inviting your parent to live in your home, but you're not accessible. We can help you with that. And the entryway into our services is care management. So a care manager will help the family develop a care plan and set up the services, the ones that are particularly right for their circumstance.
Sure, because I think so many times people are kind of in a crisis. They have maybe a mom or a dad or a situation where now they're lost. Who do I talk to? Where do I find somebody to help me coordinate all of this? And that's where your people come in.
Well, and that's why this is so important, us to get the information to families before they're in crisis. We often get calls from hospitals after a fall, and they have not made a plan, and they're looking for every bit of information they can. So it's good to get out information to you, so you, even if you have to put it in the drawer until the time when you do need it, you have that information, so it'll make it less stressful in the long run.
Yeah, it is that sense of well-being that there is a person, there is a place, and you have that counseling and support for the caregiver as well.
Right, we have mental health counseling, one-on-one. We do group sessions for caregivers and for professional caregivers that, maybe the aide that works in the home health agency, and that's a very stressful job as well. So we can provide some support to those folks as well.
And looking on your website, you have an online caregiver assessment tool. Now, what's involved with that?
Well, sometimes caregivers don't even identify that they are a caregiver. They're just a good daughter or being a good wife or a good husband. This assessment tool, caregivercentral.org, can give you the opportunity to answer some questions, and maybe at the end you'll realize, well, maybe I am a caregiver after all, and maybe I could use some of these support services.
That's just wonderful services. And Mary Ellen, thank you so much for explaining how Share the Care can support family caregivers in Central Florida. It's a wonderful program. Thank you.